What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the video. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I'm here at the 2026 New York International Auto Show, where Kia has just unveiled the all-new 2027 Kia EV3. So this is their electric subcompact SUV. You can think of it as like the electric Kia Seltos, which they also just unveiled. Be on the lookout for that video too. There are many different trim levels. The one we have right here is the GT line. We don't have all the information yet, and I can't fully show everything, but everything we can show so far, let's take a look. So as always, we're gonna start this review underneath the hood, and we have a frunk. Albeit very small, but yeah, we do have a frunk. If I had to guess, I'm not sure this is even 3 cubic feet, but I did want to talk about trim levels and the powertrain. So the trim levels for the EV3 are light, wind, land, GT line, GT, and a US exclusive trim level called Nightfall. Like I said earlier, this one is the GT line, so kind of smack in the middle in terms of the trims. So the powertrains on the light trim level, there's a 58 kilowatt hour battery. Remember, light is the base. The 58 kilowatt hour battery comes with 220 miles of range, comes standard with front wheel drive, and all the other trim levels get an 81 kilowatt hour battery, and the front wheel drive models have 320 miles of range. All-wheel drive models, we don't know the exact figure yet. Kia has not disclosed that. This uses NACS charging, North American charging standard. This can charge from 10 to 80% in 31 minutes on the 81 kilowatt hour battery, 29 minutes on the 58 kilowatt hour battery. And let me make a correction real quick. The light trim level is front wheel drive only. The wind and land come standard with front wheel drive, with all-wheel drive optional. GT line and GT will come with all-wheel drive standard. So all of the all-wheel drive models will have 261 horsepower, with the exception of the GT, which will have a little bit more with 288 horsepower. So now let's check out the front end of the all-new Kia EV3. So you can see we have Kia right there on the end of the hood. It has a nice brushed metallic look to it. Not shiny chrome, I do prefer this, looks nice. Now we don't have any open grille because obviously this is electric, although we do have a small opening down there at the bottom. I believe those appear to be active shutters that can probably open and close. They look blocked off at the moment, but you can see we have all gloss black down at the bottom, which is typical for a GT line, but you know, it helps this not look like necessarily a cheap vehicle. This is expected to start somewhere around $35,000 for the base model, but you can see on this GT line, nice gloss black accents along the bottom and on the bumper. Now you can see here the daytime running lights are actually white instead of amber. A lot of Kia's lineup now has amber daytime running lights, but they do turn amber, of course, when you turn on the turn signal. And unfortunately, I can't get the headlights to come on right now because this is in some sort of accessory mode, but this has the Kia Star Map headlights that do look really nice when they do come on. And turning to the side here, you can see we have gloss black on the mirror cap. We do have an integrated turn signal there on the mirror. You can see blacked out on the A-pillar and the entire roof. So we have a two-tone colorway going on here. Looks really sharp with the black roof. And with that, there's also low profile blacked out roof rails up top. And you can see here's the EV3. And then there's the Seltos over there. You can see they do look very similar to each other. Now the camera doesn't really fully do it justice, but this is a very small vehicle. Like, it comes roughly in terms of height to my shoulder. So yeah, very short. She's fun sized. Love that. And just like the new Kia Seltos, we have these flush mounted door handles that do pop out when the vehicle's locked. The one on the back door is hidden up at the top, similar to the Kia K4 hatchback. This actually, to me, looks a lot like an SUV version of the Kia K4 hatchback. Also, the new Seltos, they're all starting to look pretty similar. So definitely good consistency with Kia's design. Here we have the charge port. That's the NACS style connector. Like I said, on the 58 kilowatt hour battery, 10 to 80% in 29 minutes, fast charging, and 31 minutes on the 81 kilowatt hour battery. Now let's check out the wheel design. So we have blacked out wheels with a few tiny little accents of like machined finished aluminum. So this is an aero design on the wheels, so that's why they look so funky. But I do kind of like them, even though I don't typically like crazy looking wheel designs, but this one, I don't know, I kind of like it. And I like how all the lug nuts are covered up with that big center cap there. just makes it look a bit cleaner. So we have Kumo Solus tires on here all season. This is a 19-inch wheel, and on the tire, it's 215 on the width with a 50 series sidewall. And all the gloss black accents, they continue. We have a big one here on the wheel arch going along the bottom. This other one that comes up here on the door. I'm really a fan of this two-tone colorway. I think it looks pretty sick. And now coming into the rear, you can see, the taillights, they're typical Kia. It looks a lot like, the taillights on the new Seltos over there. I know I keep comparing it, but these are both subcompact. One's, internal combustion engine and one's electric. But a good amount of similarity to the Seltos, and you can see the wiper is actually tucked all the way down below this spoiler. So nice and clean on the back end. They hid that very well. I wasn't even sure there was one, but it's way up there. The brushed metallic Kia logo, again, we don't have the light bar that goes all the way across, but the taillights look really nice. Let me turn on the turn signal real quick. So here's what the turn signals look like. They are red instead of amber, but they occupy most of this area right here, so I'm gonna assume the reverse lights are here. I don't see one at the bottom, so I'm gonna say these are the reverse lights here, probably in white. Gloss black on the bumper, looks really high-end. We have a big reflector down here at the bottom going all the way across. Now let's head back into the cargo area. Press the button. We do have a power liftgate here on the GT line. And just like on the Seltos, we have this red marker light here on the bottom of the tailgate, so that will be good for at nighttime, people being able to see you, be more visible. It just makes it a little bit safer. Now, the main thing I'm always looking for in these SUVs is connectivity or some sort of charging here in the back, and it appears we don't have any here on this EV3, at least on the GT line. Perhaps there could be on a higher trim, but that's yet to be determined. Underneath here, now it looks like we do not have a spare tire. So let me lift this all the way up. Yeah, we have a tire mobility kit, so you already know what that means. No spare tire, although it does appear there is space for one. If you took this big thing out, you could put a spare there. It appears inside this bubble wrap we have our charging cable. I'm not sure if I should, yeah, we're gonna take it out. Okay, so here is the charging cable. So here is the NACS style connector. I don't think we have attached to this the actual plug. Maybe they figured someone might take it. But like most EVs, I would assume it would probably come with both a 120 and a 240 plug. So yeah, no frills here in the back seat. We don't have figures yet on cargo volume, but we do have that power tailgate. So now let's head inside this all new EV3. I like those door handles, they're cool. All right, so let's start here with the door panel. So remember again, this is the GT line, so somewhere in the middle, but you can see right here on the door, we have heated and ventilated seats, 3 stages here in the front, 2 memory settings for the driver. Now, the materials on these pre-production prototypes aren't necessarily always what they end up being in production, but soft touch material here on the top does feel better than that one on the Seltos over there, I have to say. Nice padding here on the armrest, and also I didn't realize on this GT line we do have power folding mirrors, so there's the button right there. This one is equipped with a Harman Kardon audio system. We have the two-tone colorway right here, so it's like an off-white up top, and then kind of a grayish blue down below. It's cool, it's different. It's not just your boring, basic beige, black, what you normally always get. It also looks like we have relaxation mode on the driver's seat here on this GT line. Press and hold this button, you can see the seat go back. The front kind of comes up. Now we don't have a built-in recliner here, but I mean, I guess this does something. So if you have downtime in the car, you just need to chill, press and hold that button, and puts your seat in a more relaxing position. So now the interior, it's gonna look very familiar, just like the rest of Kia's lineup, especially like the K4, the K4 hatchback. Same exact steering wheel, flat top, flat bottom. I do like that design. The two-tone colorway with the stitching on the inside, that looks nice. The Kia logo off to the right, some people like it, some people don't. It doesn't offend me. Up at the top, the dash is hard plastic, but again, pre-production prototype. This has the 12.3-inch dual screens. So we have the screens on the digital gauge cluster as well as the infotainment touchscreen. So this looks slightly different from the software. Maybe this is a slightly newer version of Kia's current software, but it's got all the same stuff. Everything's pretty much in the same position you would expect it to be. We have the built-in camera system, which appears to be not working at this point in time, probably because of the accessory mode, but this is gonna have wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all the typical stuff you come to expect. So if we take a look down below for connectivity, we have 3 USB-C ports. We have a wireless charger down here. You can see we got the cool retractable cup holders. Those are fun to play with if you got nothing else to do. And then way down below here, I almost missed it, we have a 12 volt down there. I like this floating center console, frees up some space underneath, but the one downside of the really open center console is that in here, there's pretty much no space. There's some more here, but it's, you know, it's fully open. And then the glove box, you know, normal size glove box, so, you know, that's perfectly fine. It's hard plastic on the upper, but again, pre-production prototype, so might not stay that way, but we do have a fabric here on this lower part of the dash. Your transmission selector is over here on the side of the wheel. Up above, we do have a standard size moonroof, and it does have an electronically controlled shade, but that is unfortunately not working currently. And now let's check out the room in the back seat. So you can see we have the door handle up at the top, just like on the K4 hatchback. Okay, so now I'm in the back seat. I'm 6 feet tall. I have this pretty much where I would have it for myself if driving. Now, even though this is subcompact, I have 3 or 4 inches of legroom to spare, which is actually a lot better than the Seltos. It was a lot more cramped back there. Pockets behind both seats, which I do like to see. 2 USB-C ports there on the backs of the front seats. We do get air vents and a little storage thing there down below. The seats are pretty comfortable, and you still get that cool two-tone colorway here in the back. Now, we don't have any heated seats or anything here in the back. That might be available on a higher trim level, but here, just pretty simple. So that's gonna wrap up this first look of the all-new 2027 Kia EV3. If you enjoyed this video, please share with a friend and subscribe. It'll really help the channel grow. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos, and be sure to follow @Optical Automotive on TikTok and Instagram, and check out the page on Facebook. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.